Hello there. Tonight, you are invited to leave behind the busy noise of the modern world and step into something slower, older, deeply alive. You are not just going to sleep, you are going on a journey to a place where the stars shine above an endless sea of green, where the air is warm and rich with the scent of life, and where every sound, from the flutter of wings to the ripple of water, reminds you that you are part of something greater. This is the Amazon rainforest. It stretches across 9 countries, holds more species than anywhere else on Earth, and breathes for the planet every moment of the day. But tonight, you won't study it. You won't travel through it in a rush. You'll simply be here, quiet, still, resting beneath its stars. And when you are ready, we'll begin our journey through the emerald heart of the earth. Let your body settle into the bed or the couch beneath you, and imagine yourself rising slowly, weightlessly, as though lifted by a warm current of air. Below you, the earth stretches out, soft, dark, and vast. You begin to drift over a great expanse of green, endless, deep, alive. This is the Amazon rainforest, the emerald jewel of the earth. The trees reach toward the sky like waves frozen in time, layers upon layers of rich canopy, broken only by the silver ribbon of the Amazon River, winding gracefully through it all. From above, the river glows beneath the moonlight, curving like a serpent through a sea of green. Its waters move steadily, not rushed, as if they have always known their path. As you glide above it, you feel a calm settle over you, as if nature itself is breathing beneath your feet. You are floating now, gently, peacefully, and below you, life moves, not hurried, but constant. The Amazon is more than a forest. It's like a living system, a heartbeat of the planet. It provides 1/5 of the Earth's oxygen. It holds more fresh water than any other place on the globe, and its vast web of trees, rivers, and roots keeps the climate balanced, quietly, invisibly, every single day. It is quite literally the lungs of the earth. But it's not just grand, it's personal. As you hover quietly, your senses begin to tune into the details. The distant rustle of howler monkeys calling in the canopy, the soft flutter of the hummingbird's wings as it dances between blossoms, the quiet ripple of a caiman slipping into the water below, the fireflies blinking along the river bank like stars that drifted downward for the night. The biodiversity here is unmatched, more species than anywhere else on Earth. Every leaf holds a secret, every vine hums with life, and now you are part of it. You are here not to explore, but to be, to rest beneath the stars that float above this ancient forest, to let your mind slow down, your breath deepen, and your body soften into the quiet rhythm of the rainforest. There's no need to do anything. The forest will carry you, the river will guide you, and the night, rich with stories, life, and memory, will hold you until sleep comes. As the river slowly disappears behind you, you begin to descend gradually, with no effort, through layers of tree tops that stretch endlessly toward the sky. The canopy becomes more detailed now. Individual leaves come into focus, some as large as some boats, others delicate and glistening with moisture. Light from the moon filters through in soft beams, touching the leaves and vines with a silver glow. The deeper you go, the quieter the outside world becomes. But this quiet isn't empty, it's rich, alive. You reach the forest floor, soft, damp, and warm. The ground here is layered with fallen leaves, moss, and rich soil that has been forming for centuries. The air smells different now, earthy, sweet, filled with the scent of wet bark, flowers opening to the night, and the faint musk of wild orchids. There is no urgency here. Everything moves in rhythm, slow, certain, deeply rooted. Around you, tall trees stand like ancient guardians, their trunks wide and withered, their roots stretching out like fingers, interwoven with the lives of insects, fungi, and unseen life forms. Thick vines coil upward, wrapping themselves around branches, reaching for light. In the distance, a frog calls, a steady, rhythmic chirp that echoes between the trees. You hear the subtle click of insects, the occasional splash of something small in the water nearby, and the wind, soft and low, as it brushes through the leaves above. You begin to walk slowly, guided only by the natural path ahead of you. You don't need to see far. Everything you need is right here. The forest makes space for you. Its sounds and scents surround you like a blanket. The deeper you walk, the more at ease you feel, like the earth itself is calming your nervous system. You pass a small clearing where bioluminescent mushrooms glow faintly in clusters along a fallen log. Their light is soft, blue-green, like something from a dream. Tiny insects with delicate wings hover above them, their bodies flickering like floating embers. Everything here exists in quiet harmony. Nothing asks for attention, nothing rushes. To your right, there's a shallow stream winding its way through the undergrowth. Its water is clear, cool, and gently moving over smooth stones. You pause and kneel beside it. You dip your fingers into the stream. The water glides over your skin like silk. It's refreshing, grounding, like touching something ancient and pure. You listen to the sound it makes as it flows, soft, repetitive, soothing. The forest is never truly still, but it is peaceful. Every sound, every movement is part of something larger, something balanced, something old. You breathe in again, deeper this time. The air fills your chest slowly, completely. You feel yourself letting go. Your muscles loosen, your thoughts slow. There is no to-do list here, no questions to answer, just the presence of the forest and your place within it. Ahead, a hammock woven from natural fibers awaits beneath a low-hanging tree. It's been shaped not by hands, but by the forest itself. As you ease into it, the fabric molds into your body. Above you, the sky peeks through the trees, dark but sprinkled with stars. You close your eyes. Around you, the rainforest continues to breathe, and you breathe with it. You've been lying peacefully in your hammock beneath the stars, but now your eyes drift open just slightly. The fireflies are still dancing. The sounds of the forest remain soft, layered, comforting. You look up. The trees above you stretch high into the sky, tall, ancient, reaching so far upward that their tops disappear into the night. They move slightly in the breeze, creaking gently as though speaking to one another in a language too slow for humans to hear. This is often called the Green Cathedral, not because it was built, but because of how it feels. The trunks rise like columns. The canopy forms a natural ceiling, filtering light by day into golden rays and shading the forest floor in deep green. There's a silence here, not empty, but sacred. And just like a cathedral, this place is filled with unseen presence, soft echoes, and reverence. In this stillness, the forest begins to speak in its own way, not with sounds, but with patterns. Here everything is connected. Every vine that curls upward is pulled gently by light. Every flower that blooms at night is opened for a specific insect that knows exactly when to arrive. Pollinators like hummingbirds, bees, and even bats move between trees with purpose, guided by scent, color, and timing. Fruit falls from a tree, not by accident, but when it is ready to be carried. In the beak of a toucan, in the mouth of a monkey, and the stomach of a tapir. Seeds are spread not just by wind, but by creatures, by water, and by time. Even the fallen leaves play a role. They break down slowly on the forest floor, feeding the soil. The soil feeds the roots. The roots share water and nutrients, not just with their own tree, but with others, through an invisible underground network that scientists call the Wood Wide Web. The forest is not random, it is orchestrated. Every creature here has a reason to be. And the rainforest does not forget them. As you continue to rest, the sounds around you shift slightly. You hear the slow movements of night animals, a sloth high in the canopy, turning lazily from one branch to another. The flutter of a nightjar's wings as it glides slightly above the leaves. Somewhere nearby, a tree frog sings, not loudly, but rhythmically, almost like a lullaby. Each animal here is shaped perfectly for this place. Many are hard to spot, with fur or feathers that match bark, or scales that blend into leaves. Some have oversized eyes for night vision. Others, like the glass frog, are almost transparent, vanishing into their surroundings like spirits of the forest. These adaptations aren't flashy. They are quiet, efficient, wise. They allow life to continue with a little disruption as possible. The rainforest doesn't compete loudly. It evolves gently, cooperatively, constantly. You start to feel a kind of harmony in your own body, like your breath is in rhythm with the trees. Your heartbeat has slowed. Your muscles are heavier now. Even your thoughts are softer, like mist moving through branches. The forest has shared its secret. Life doesn't need to be loud to be strong. Growth doesn't need to be fast to be lasting. Stillness can hold just as much power as motion. And now, the whispering trees invite you to do the same. You are deep within the rainforest, not just in its landscape, but in its story. Long before maps were drawn or satellites captured images from above, people lived here, not as visitors, not as observers, but as part of this place, in rhythm with the rivers, the weather, the trees, and the animals. Throughout the Amazon and its surrounding regions, there are hundreds of indigenous communities, each with their own language, traditions, and stories. Their cultures are as diverse and layered as the forest itself, and within those cultures, myth and legend are not separate from everyday life. They are woven into it. The rainforest is not just a setting. It is a living spirit, a protector, a teacher. Among many communities, it is believed that every part of the forest holds spirit. From the tallest trees to the smallest stones, these spirits are not abstract ideas. They are real presences, felt, respected, and engaged with through ritual and practice. Some tell of the Yakuruna, aquatic beings who dwell in the deep parts of the river. They are said to live in mirrored cities beneath the water, invisible to the human eye. If you fall into their domain without permission or respect, you may be taken, not out of malice, but to teach you how to listen more deeply. Others speak of the Chola Chaki, a mysterious forest guardian who appears in the form of a small man with one human foot and one twisted, animal-like foot. He is a shapeshifter, a trickster, and a protector. He may lead those who harm the forest astray, but for those who show reverence, he allows safe passage. There are stories of plant spirits, of vines and flowers that carry knowledge, not just for healing the body, but for guiding the heart and mind. Some shamans say these plants speak during ceremony, offering visions and songs that connect people to the wisdom of the forest itself. These aren't stories meant to entertain. They are stories that carry codes, ways of understanding the world, of acting with care, of honoring what cannot be seen, but is always present. This is why so many indigenous communities describe the rainforest not as a source, but as a relative. It is alive, it gives, but it also receives. It remembers how it is treated. Every tree cut, every animal taken, every river disturbed, all of it is noticed, all of it matters. As you lie still now, you begin to feel the weight of that understanding, not heavy, but grounding. This forest is filled with knowledge, not the kind found in books, but the kind passed down through generations, spoken at night, taught through story, felt in ritual, and lived in silence. And it is disappearing, not just the trees, but the languages, the songs, the names of plants, the wisdom about when to hunt and when not to, about which leaves to boil and which ones to avoid, about how to walk in the forest without disturbing its rhythm. Preserving the rainforest isn't just about saving land. It's about protecting the keepers of its memory, the people who understand it from the inside. As you lie here, listening, resting, breathing with the forest, you are not just hearing its myths, you are being reminded of something deeper, that the stories we carry shape the way we live, that the way we speak about the forest shapes the way we treat it, and that the rainforest is not just far away. It lives in the air you breathe, the water you drink, the balance of the planet you rest on now. Let these stories settle you in, not as facts, but as feelings, as threads of a much larger web, one that connects you to a living, breathing world far older than memory, and far more important than we often realize. You lie quietly now, your breath slow, your body heavy, surrounded by the warmth of the rainforest at night. The sky above is filled with stars, and the trees continue their soft rustling. The world feels timeless, but even in this peaceful place, the forest remembers what's happening beyond the quiet. The Amazon rainforest, vast, beautiful, powerful, is not immune to harm. Across its millions of square kilometers, it faces growing pressure from the outside world. Trees that took hundreds of years to grow are being cut down in minutes. Fires, some natural and many not, have burned across huge stretches of land. The slow clearing of forests to make space for roads, fields, and industry is happening faster than ever. Mining digs deep into the earth. Roads carve through habitats. Illegal logging removes more than wood. It tears into the balance of everything living here. And beyond that, the changing climate shifts rainfall patterns, temperatures, and growing seasons in ways the forest can't easily adapt to. Still, the forest hasn't been abandoned. All around the Amazon, people are working quietly, steadily, to protect what's left and restore what's been lost. Indigenous communities continue to defend the land they have called home for generations. They know the forest better than anyone, and when supported, their stewardship results in some of the healthiest ecosystems on the planet. Their voices are growing louder, calling not only for protection, but for respect. International organizations bring funding, research, and political pressure, helping governments pass laws, create reserves, and take illegal operations to court. Though progress is slow, it's not without hope, and people far beyond the forest, people like you, are beginning to realize that the health of this place affects the health of the entire planet. The Amazon doesn't just belong to Brazil or Peru or Colombia. It belongs to everyone. It regulates the global climate. It stores massive amounts of carbon. It drives the rainfall that feeds crops and rivers across continents. Protecting it is not a task for later. It is a responsibility now. Still as you lie here, there is no guilt, no urgency, only quiet reflection. What matters most is that more people are listening, more people are learning, and small actions, choosing sustainable goods, supporting ethical brands, sharing awareness, all simply caring, are beginning to add up. The rainforest doesn't need us to save it. It needs us to stop hurting it and to support those who've been protecting it all along. In this moment, you are not just a dreamer beneath the trees. You are part of a growing circle of guardians. Those who remember, those who care, and those who believe that life on this planet is worth protecting. Let that thought settle into your heart. Let it bring a quiet strength. The forest continues to breathe, and so do you. And now you can rest. The forest has held you through the night, a blanket of stars above, a rhythm of breath and leaves all around. And now the first signs of morning begin to arrive. Far in the distance, just beyond the tree line, the sky begins to shift, not with sudden light, but with soft changes in color. Deep indigo becomes blue-gray. Blue-gray becomes a pale amber. It happens slowly, gently, as though the forest itself is stretching awake. You can hear it first, the quiet changes in the soundscape. The bird call echoes through the trees, then another answers, then more. The rainforest never truly sleeps, but dawn is different. It's a chorus. The morning voices rise gently like waves, until they blend into a soft melody of chirps, calls, whistles, and songs. No single sound dominates. Everything fits. The air is now cooler, touched by dew. The leaves sparkle in the light, coated in tiny droplets that catch the sun as it begins to rise. Above you, beams of soft gold pour. Above you, beams of soft gold pour through gaps in the canopy, painting everything with warmth. One last look upward, through the trees, to the sky now warming with light. You breathe in the rich early scent of the rainforest, the fresh morning air, and the feeling of being part of something vast and beautiful. The forest doesn't say goodbye. It simply keeps living, and in your breath, in your thoughts, in the stillness you can now carry, it continues, a quiet echo, a memory held not in words, but in feeling. Whenever you need it, the rainforest will be here, waiting, whispering alive. So rest a little longer if you wish, or rise gently in your day, grounded, calm, and deeply connected. Farewell for now, dreamer of the green, and thank you for listening. Sweet dreams. Good night.